Yeah, I was just about to come find you.
Now sprout to then on that breeze seek the place where, for in poetry and song will this story start to blow.
Come on! Another riddle? Oh!
Care to elaborate?
Wind? Music?
You mean Lord Barbato? Albedo introduced us when I first arrived and...
It's better that it's out in the open anyway.
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here.
Right.
Traveler, Paimon! What a sight for sore eyes! I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind.
Sorry to disturb you.
Disturb me? Not at all! To tell you the truth, I'm just as curious about this riddle.
What is it? Did you figure out the answer?
3 riddles and 3 melodies.
That's like running to tone-deaf bard with...
Long ago, those mages, but I replied, let us make music, not so I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse. O wind, pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your form leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky and fly beneath the stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside. Now go, no clash, no contest bars the way. There you have it, the 3 melodies.
The woods?
Correct! Funnily enough, there must be some kind of special rapport between
The woods?
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you should know. After solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my... And going by what your book is...
Guess you can be pretty reliable.
Thanks for the help.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless...
Unfinished? Well,
Huh?
Wow, you're helpful.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's... I wonder when their next meeting will be.
Okay, we're here!
A musical performance. Huh. Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the...
Even a war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so, with the passing of time, 3 of their teacups no longer came to be set. The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the story witch had brought glad tidings of her own. Born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth. In the end, they settled on the sweetest candy they could find. After all, what could be sweeter than the arrival of new life? And so, the witches' gathering turned into a birthday celebration.
So, we're back in the story world, huh?
As if from nowhere. Yet while everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, hardly the recipe.
A gift?
Hey, what's this all about? We only...
While the guests voiced their complaints and
So, we need to bring a gift?
perhaps it would be a...
Why didn't you just... Could we use...
At last, the guests...
Guess that's a yes then.
Still, the guests, should they put a warrior's sword, or perhaps or maybe even a scholar.
Okay. Wow. Oh yeah. Technically, we're actually picking a gift.
You want me to choose?
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of... I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already. Just what did I want?
Sounds like this. It's been a while since you left Simul.
The guests hesitated, and not without good reason, given how much this gift would mean to the little dragon. In the end, the guests...
So, your dream is to become a war...
If my time in Nodcross, as long as I can help people. Really? But...
Alright. They should let us in now that we've got a gift.
Hello there. Brought a...
The newly arrived guest accepting the guest's blessing, the story witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table. Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given. It was then that the seer witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little dragon.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner. His fate has been foretold.
Then I'll rewrite it. The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the seer witch's words had never once proven wrong. Yet, just as clearly, they recognized the story witch's resolve, for there is scarce a force in this world more fearsome than a mother's love. At last, the merry witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's...
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world.
I refuse to be shackled by such... Oh? Sounds like an interesting experiment.
I suppose, were we to succeed in this endeavor, we might bring a touch of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The Merry Witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before. Warm and strong as the sun she was. So much so, in fact. And so the witches readied their gifts. 3 marvels of the cosmos.
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life. For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
All the Story Witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed from it, she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with the witch's blessings given and received, the little dragon's fate at last began to turn. In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the seer witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate. But hearing this, the Story Witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos. Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in part to support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity. Oh, and I almost forgot. Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own. Who knows? Perhaps this extra bit of courage might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Looks like we've completed this chapter, too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Hexen Circle, right? They sure seem to care a lot about you, Durin. But,
The evil dragon's fate.
Oh, is that what you're worried about?
Ah, the mages must have had a hand in that. Also, I was just...
Oh, it feels less like we're feeling, but we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us...
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right. Maybe I'm overthinking. Anyway.
Okay, then.
I think I'm gonna stick around. If you feel like